Now this is the PF24 bender put together, completely put together. Now this PF is our professional series. It bends a 24-foot hoop. We have another bender, a C24, that will bend a 24-foot hoop. But if you're going to bend very many, you don't want to have to do as much bending. So the PF24 is excellent if you're going to be building a lot of greenhouses, building a lot of hoops. This is the one you really want. Unpacked my bender. The bending head comes in two pieces. The legs are here. They're color-coded on the sides. The colors may not always be the same as these, but just match up your color-coded pieces. What I'll have today to put this thing together is a cordless drill and a ratchet with a 7/16 socket on it. I've laid the two pieces of my bending head up here on this table. You can use any flat surface. And what I'll do with these two pieces is bring them together. Okay, these are a pretty tight fit. So what I'm going to do is put it up here like this. Bring it on down. Now, put it back up here on the table. All right. Now I've got my screws laying over here. These come, all your screws and nuts and bolts and stuff come with your bender. I'm going to put these in these holes. Now you'll have to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I've got my bender put together, turned it back over. Now these color-coded ends, these are the legs, and this goes on there later. Make sure your color codes are the same. This one, the legs go outward. We'll put it on here like this. Put a Tech screw in that. It straight. Okay. Now you want to take this piece right here and you want to slide it into that, lining your holes up. Now make sure your unpainted part is right here that your bolt goes through. Get you another Tech screw. Line that hole up. Put that on like that. Now there's another Tech screw, goes in this side right here. Okay. Now, these bolts, nuts and bolts right here, this goes through down here like this. Because this piece right here, make sure your color codes are the same. The yellow goes on the yellow. Now that goes right here. And then put your nut on there. And we'll tighten that up later. Okay, and then this bolt will go through here into this cross brace. I can get it through there. Okay. All right, now you put that nut on there. And then you can tighten those up. I've got a ratchet with a, well, easily. Okay, now that's your legs with your crossbar to here. We'll do the same thing when we get to the other side. Okay, now what we've done, we're going to build a hoop, build our hoops. What we've done is taken 3 21 feet pieces of 1 3/8 inch chain link fence top rail. We like 16 or 17 gauge. That works the best. Now you've cut those 3 21 foot pieces of tubing. What you end up with is 6 10-foot 6 pieces of tubing. Now 3 of these will have a swagged end on them. When you get through all cutting all these, the 3 of them will have a swagged end. The 4th one will not. Now we have color coded up 6 inches on the piece that is not swagged, and on the unswagged piece of the one that's swagged on the other end. Now that's painted and marked up to 6 inches. We'll tell you what to do with that later. And the 2 pieces that you have left over, I've got right here, we'll explain what to do with those. I've got my 10-foot 6-inch piece here. Now I'm putting the unswagged end in first. Just go in there like that. Just pull it down till the tube touches about 4 inches from the end, and then slide it on through. Until the end of it gets, about right here from the end. Then put your lever bar in. Oops, wrong one. That's the swag end. Okay. And then pull it all the way down until the lever bar touches the bender. Now we're going to take the lever bar off. We're going to turn it around and finish off the other end. Slide it through until it's about 4 inches or so from the end. Put your lever bar back in. And bring it all the way down till the lever bar touches the bender. All right. As I told you earlier, I was going to tell you what to do with your leftover pieces when you cut that 21-foot piece. The 2 pieces that you have left over are not going to have a swagged end. So to make a swagged end so you can connect them together, get you a 1-inch piece of EMT bought at any hardware store. Cut it in 6-inch sections. Slide it into the end of your tubing. Get you a Tech screw. Put it in there and you've got your swagged end. So you can connect these together. We'll connect them together to make a purlin. We've connected the 4 sections of our hoop together. Now I'm going to measure across the bottom, attach my tape to the other end. Now I'm going to measure across the bottom. The ideal, you want to get between 25 and 28 feet measurement across the bottom. I've got a little less than 27 feet here, so that's perfect because it'll compress in. You need that post-stress when you push it into 24 feet. Now, we've got some temporary stakes in the ground that we're going to set this up on, and we'll put your stakes 24 feet apart, and your hoop should compress to fit that 24 feet. Now, we set this upright on some stakes that we drove in the ground for just temporary to show you what this looks like once you raise it up off the ground. It's pretty tall. Notice that the ends that I had you paint on the earlier, those painted ends will go down on the ground. Now, if you don't want your hoop quite this tall, you can always cut these sections off and lower it down a little bit. Now, always refer to your PDF instructions as to what to use for ground stakes and any other questions you might have that I haven't covered.